Here, walk and talk with me about Derek Carr. So Derek Carr's checking out the Saints. It's been reported from multiple places. And I want to ask the question, what does this have to do with fantasy? What kind of impact would Derek Carr going to the Saints have for fantasy? And I think that this is a good thing for the other receivers. I don't think it really moves Derek Carr from what we had seen previously. Derek Carr had always been a mid-pack quarterback too. In 2021, he was a quarterback 16 fantasy points per game. In 2022, he's quarterback 19 fantasy points per game. We see him accumulate passing yards and air yards. But what was the difference? Why did we feel that Derek Carr was worse in 2022 than 2021? Well, partly because of the interceptions and the completion percentage, but that's all explained by one interesting metric that has nothing to do with Derek Carr himself. It has everything to do with his receivers' target separation. In 2021, Derek Carr had the highest receiver target separation. In 2022, he was 37th among all quarterbacks in receiver separation. That means he had to throw it deep to manufacture separation for his receivers. His wide receivers, Keelan Cole and Mac Hollins, were not winning close to the line of scrimmage, and you know that teams were double teaming Devontae Adams. So there was no way that Derek Carr was getting the ball out except to Josh Jacobs, right close to the line of scrimmage. Darren Waller was gone for a lot of the season. Same with Hunter Renfrow. So you're working with secondary and tertiary receivers that really have struggled to make any significant impact in the NFL coming into 2022. And that's why I think that this is going to be a good thing for the New Orleans Saints receiving option, Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave, of course, the speedster. Chris Olave, one of the best route runners, should be able to manufacture separation himself. And Derek Carr is usually pretty accurate. So that's why I think it's going to be a positive thing for the New Orleans Saints receivers. I'm not including Michael Thomas in this. We don't know what his future is, but it's wheels up for the Saints offense if Michael Thomas is there throwing and Derek Carr throwing to Thomas and Olave and Rashid Shaheed. And of course, Taysom Hill is there too to keep the offense moving. But I think that this is it keeps Derek Carr as a mid-pack quarterback too, and it elevates the receiving options from below average and mediocre quarterback play to at least league average quarterback play. That's what we can expect from Derek Carr. He's willing to throw the ball down the field. He usually has one of the highest air yard rates in the NFL and has thrown for a lot of passing yards each of the last couple of years. So I think this is wheels up for the receiving options. I don't think it moves the needle very much for Derek Carr. He's a low upside mid-pack quarterback too. Not someone that I'm really targeting in best ball drafts unless you get him really, really, really cheap. Maybe stacking options, but I'm not going out of my way to target Derek Carr himself, but if Carr lands in New Orleans, that gives a little bit more credence to drafting the Rashid Shaheeds and Chris Olaves. You're already drafting Chris Olave really early, but I think this is a good thing for Rashid Shaheed. All right. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you subscribe if you like the content and find it helpful, and we'll catch you next time.